But here we are, and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming at a short notice, and let's start. So today is the day 1 of 21 days of Grow with Lazy, and we'll do 3 things basically. First one is to grow lemon. Again, we are going to grow lemon from seed. So I hope you have got lemon. I've got lemon, and in general, actually, I think there's some setting where participants can also see each other. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out later. So I have lemons, and besides that, we're going to do of growing of microgreens. Sprouts, you know, sprouts, right? Sprouts dals hota hai. Generally, it's a pulse that goes into a sprout. And with microgreen, what we are doing is, with microgreen, we are growing seeds just enough so that they are mini plants. And then they retain the flavor of the original plant, and also they're highly nutritious and they're very rewarding to grow. So today we'll start. Today is Thursday, by the way. In the live that I did on Instagram where I was announcing this, I said it's Friday. It's Thursday today. So by next Thursday, or maybe Friday, you will have these microgreens ready to eat. Right? And third one is an exercise for kids. So let's start with that one. I'll tell you, this one is whenever I think of something for kids, this is one thing that stands out to me. So in my memory, I think this is one of the earliest when I started growing. And I remember this is with onion. So I have an onion here. It's so easy, yet so fascinating. On my own, after realizing what's happening, I transferred the onion to soil. And that's the only onion I think in my life that I've taken to flowering. It flowers and then it gets that kalonji, the black seeds, and it's amazing experience. So that's the reason why I want to start with this. So anyone who has kids, and even if you don't have kids, I'm sure if you've never done this, you'll find it extremely interesting and insightful. So take any bottle. I would recommend bottle. Don't have bottles right now, but just take a bottle, and what you need to do is, so we need to put water just touching the bottom, and it doesn't matter whether it has any roots right now or not, right? And we need to just put it like this here. Now, if you have a bottle, that's where the bottle comes in handy, because the neck would be small. So if the neck is small, this can just stay there, and it's like a simple, easy thing for a kid, right? All they need to do is whenever the water level goes down, just fill it back, nothing else. But if you have something like this, right? Because we might have anything and we have to work with that. And so if you have something like this, don't use nails, use toothpicks. Again, I don't have toothpicks, so I'm like, we just push this in, okay? Three of these. Okay, so 3 of these are in. Can you see this? Okay. Now it will stable, right? Now, just touching that, we need to fill the water. I'm working with very limited resources here. Again, as I said, I don't have bottles, so I'm using this. And that's it. That's enough. I'll just show you, just so that you get a clear idea. This is the kind of touching we are talking about. That's it. And this is an excellent thing. I think it's a very easy thing to do, but for a kid, I mean, and when I say kid, so this is one thing that Manoj was asking me today. What do you mean kid when you say kid? So I was saying anyone like till sixth class, 5th class, 6th class, anyone who has not done this will find it extremely amazing. And one thing to really why this excites me is because of the root growth. The top in general, even when it's in soil, you see, right? But the root growth is something that goes missing. So this is one exercise for your kids. It's amazing. So I hope if you have this, you're doing it. If you're not have this, but note it down, do it with your kid. And if you have 2 kids, 3 kids, just ask them to write a name and put it at their own place, and it's amazing, right? And do this. We'll come back to this 1 week from now for another exercise after this plant grows big for the kids again, right? So this is the thing that we keep giving. We'll do another exercise in 1 week, then another one in another 1 week. So this is a great start. And so I have thought through certain way these exercises. So this is one. Now let's talk about microgreens. Do you have methi? If I'm not wrong, this is methi, and so I think we are getting messages that I was late. Don't worry, I'll recap something at the end of it. Let's go with the flow. So now we are starting afresh. We are starting with step 2, a very different exercise, nothing to do with what we have done till now. So even if you're late, don't worry. You missed something, but you can still understand this. No worries. Come. So this is methi, right? And this is sarson. Rai bhi kehte hain isko shayad, I think, right? I'm not sure. I know it is sarson. I think it is rai also. We are going to plant them. Ideal way to plant them is using coco peat. That's what I recommend. But then there were people in life telling me that I don't have soil. And I told them, you don't have soil, don't worry, come. Right? That's what I told them. So even if they don't have soil, I'm going to tell you how to grow without soil. Okay? You're going to take any container. This is a disposable container from a home delivery of food. Take a napkin, right? And just lay it down. I'll just show you, don't worry. There's no holes that I've done, okay? In this, you don't need to do holes. But there are a couple of things about seeds that I will tell you. Whenever you germinate from seeds, you have to understand one thing. I have said it so many times that overwatering kills, but not in case of seeds. Seeds like some kind of moisture, okay? So seeds like darkness, seeds like moisture. That's when they feel that, oh, we are inside the earth, we can shoot out. So we are not putting them inside the earth, but we have to still give them that feel, right? So this is one thing you have to keep a note with seeds. And as we progress more in this, I'll tell you also how seeds germinate is very different from how bigger plants behave. So that's another important thing. So you put a napkin in this container, right? And then you just need to moist this. Okay, just a bit. तो napkin आपने लगा लिया इसमें, उसके बाद you just moist थोड़ा सा पानी के साथ. And what you need to do is, oh, we have it here. Take this sarson seeds and one good thing about live is if we end live in 30 minutes, that means you will also take only 30 minutes because you need, I'm struggling with opening also. Now we need to just spread dry on this. That's it. Very simple, extremely simple. I'll just show you how much I'm putting in just 1 second. But so one thing we have to understand in microgreens, I will just do with soil also right after this, and it's similar for both of them. So once we do for one, I'll do the other one quickly. And one thing with microgreens is that we need higher density because we are not going to grow the plant to a big plant, right? We are going to eat it in between. So we can just do a higher density. And Problem is, okay, I'll spray it with water again, and then I'll just show it to you. Okay, you see? So my napkin is not even, but if you put it very evenly, then you can create this. Even this one will give a good growth, because what happens is when seeds starts to germinate, they also adjust themselves. Now, what to do with this? That's the question, right? What to do with this? You have to keep it in somewhere where it's dark. That's very important. Keep it where it's dark and daily moist it. It needs to be in darkness, right? We'll do an update. We are meeting every day, right? But I think till day 3 or day 4 is when we'll bring it out. We'll check on it. I'll show you, right? And don't worry. When it sprouts, it will be yellow. Don't worry. Yellow leaves, don't panic. The initial leaves will be yellow. I think Gitanjali is asking why in dark? Because we have to give seed a feeling that it's in soil, it's the right place to germinate. And when seeds germinate, they look for light. If they find light, then they don't grow immediately. We want this to grow in a short period of time so that we can cut it and eat it. So we want to give it maximum incentive or a reason to grow so that it doesn't see light for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. We'll see based on the growth. So this is sarson, and same thing we have to do with this. So let me show how to do it in soil. Let's take this one for soil. Coco peat. I prefer coco peat for this, specifically for, we are going to keep it very moist. Not a big hole, very small hole I'm doing. Actually, you can also do without hole. That's fine. I am just doing small hole because since I make videos, so sometimes I overwater just for showing. And why coco peat is because that way there is no infection, right? There's no mold, there's nothing. We are going to keep it moist, very moist. And coco peat is a sterile medium. If you don't have coco peat, then grow it on napkin. Okay? If you don't have coco peat, grow it on napkin. No problem at all. No problem at all. Grow it on napkin. We'll compare. I'm growing both ways. You can also grow both ways. Both do well. That's not an issue, right? So I'm going to put some coco peat in this. I think the angle is an issue. Okay. More coco peat. Okay, this much is enough. There should be some gap here, okay? Now, what to do first is, first we need to moist it. So we have not put any seeds right now, and we are moistening it. What's the word? Is it moistening it? Moistening it without putting any seeds. This needs to be a bit, and that's another reason why coco peat, not soil, is coco peat absorbs a lot of moisture. So your chances of overwatering are very less. Actually, you can't really overwater it in a medium. But what happens is, it's not the problem for the seed, but the problem is of mold or a fungus if there's too much moisture. So, which place to keep sharp? Which place to keep, I think after this, right? In darkness. So what I am going to do myself, I'm going to put it in a shelf. Okay. Another thing that you can do is, you can put them, cover it with another of this itself. That's also perfect. You can cover with this, right? So now this time I'm going to take Ali mein leke aaya isko. Okay, another thing is, we have not soaked any of these, and that's fine. We don't need to. Okay, this is methi, right? Okay, this much is enough. Now one more thing. Very small layer of coco peat on top of it. Now there's one thing. Ideally, you can use a wooden block or something of that shape or size. I had got actually a spoon. So we should just level it out. Just press it in. And this is essentially so that uh, the roots become deeper. If you skip this step, the problem is uh, your microgreens might come out weaker because their roots are not deep. So if the roots are not deep, the moment they come out, they sway in wind and then they fall over and things like that. Okay, great. So we are going to put this in a dark place. So two ways to grow. Both of them you can grow both ways. One is you can put it on a tissue paper and put the seeds. Keep it moist, keep it dark. Dark and moist, that's the key. I'll even mail it to you. And this one is in coco peat. Now, did we forget something? We forgot something. We didn't moist it finally. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Mist. Kopal Nanda is telling us it's mist. It's not moist. Moisten. Okay. We just need to put water in it. Okay. But put it in a manner that you don't disturb the seeds. Don't pour it like this. Okay. This one, this one. We have done part 2. Now we are here for the final part. Any questions? Let me just see what's happening. Actually, I'm using this software for the first time. And that is, it's a bit daunting to say the least. And shall we put the cap? Yes, you can put the cap. Thank you, Kavita. Kavita says, great going. Do we need to follow exactly the same paper for methi? Yes, exactly the same process. Can I use aluminum container, disposable with lid? Perfect. Use that, no problem. Can we use soil? I don't have coco peat. I'll recommend you use napkin, but yeah, you can use soil. Not an issue. Not an issue that way. Yeah. From where do we get this coco peat right now? No, from nowhere. That's why we are doing this. Hey peeps, I'm nothing things down. Thank you. Okay. Actually, we'll also be sending, and this recording would be available. Don't worry. But thank you so much, Shivalik. Thank you. Thank you. Growing both way. Can we use cow dung? No, no, no. It will create diseases if there's anything else. Because see, this is not a plant. So here the plant is not even relying on external nutrition. It's just the seed unlocking itself. We need to give a very sterile, just like we do this one, sterile. Same thing for the seeds, we need to give a very sterile environment. So that's the thing. Let it not be burdened to compete with something else. The lesser work it has to do, the better it is. And there's a gallery view. Oh, I think nobody else has shared their videos. If anyone wants to share their video, they're more than welcome to do so. And let's go to lemon. Let's grow lemon. Let's grow lemon. So do you have lemon? Now, you know, the real trick here is not gardening. The real trick here is how to cut lemon without cutting the seeds. I'm telling you. Half the battle of growing lemon is just to get the seeds. And that's the important part. And so let's do that. I have a small trick. Yeah. I match everything, okay? So yellow, yellow, yellow. Nothing is random here. Seeds are here, right? If you look at this lemon, okay? If you look at this lemon, there are these pointy things, two pointy things are here. Seeds are here. We normally cut it like this, and that's why the seeds get cut into two. So a couple of ways to do it. One is just cut it from the end. So I don't know. Right? Now this works exceptionally well if you have a lemon squeezer. If you don't, I then just go basically 50% in a hope to see I didn't cut a single seed. And if you cut seeds, the problem is you'll need a lot of lemons. And I'll just show you, but I'm getting lemon seeds out. And I'll put some in my tea if you don't mind. And let's do it. Oh, we didn't need so many lemons. I did an amazing job. Yeah, so this method works. Cut from the edge, small part, and then slice it here, and then just go nuts with your hands and take them out. So you see here, if you can. You see, here are the seeds from the lemon. And you are yourself also, I think you have enough experience with lemon that you're able to see big seeds and the small ones, right? So generally lemon seeds have a good success rate when it comes to germination. At the same time, because we are going to go through such an effort, I prefer that we plant a few of them. Now, where are we going to plant them? We have to start with something small. That's what I recommend always, because that way you can plant more of these. I'm using these paper cups. You're free to use anything that you have or want. If you don't have paper cups, do the same thing again. This one, maybe a bit something with a greater depth. Put 6 of them here, 8 of them here, doesn't matter. We are going to transplant them anyways, right? It is not going to be their final home in that sense. So now in this, I'm going to use soil. And my soil is really bad here right now. So, okay, let's just assume it's soil. It's actually cocoa peat plus some bajri. Wet it, okay? With seeds, the logic is absolutely opposite of the plant. It loves moisture. In the initial 1 week, 2 week, if you can keep it moist, that's great. It's only after it starts becoming a plant that roots come out, and roots don't like water, right? But this seeds need that moisture to break that shell, to come out, and things like that. So let's moist it. I know somebody said mist it. Whatever, wet it. Okay. If you're going to use soil, make a tiny hole at the bottom. I forgot, but it's not a bad idea to make a tiny hole at the bottom, just in case. Well, because we are going to water it a lot. Now, the idea is we need to pick up the big seeds, and I'm going to put 2 in 1, and you can do the same. I'll just show you how to do it. I really hope this grows, huh? Otherwise, it will be so embarrassing. I mean, the first episode of Grow with Lazy 21 days, like lemon grow karenge, and it will grow. I've grown before. It grows well. Lemon is very rewarding because it gives you hope. Lemon aane mein time lagta hai, but it's like you just feel that it has grown so fast that bas lemon can come anytime. But once it starts getting lemons, it's amazing. And I think it's not even that long a time. It's what I mean. I think you'll start seeing signs in 6 months. 1 year, you can have a good plant. And the best thing is, lemon plant you can have in a decent sized pot at home. If you need, you have multiple of them. Have 3 of them in a 10-inch pots, and you'll have a great setup. Okay. So now what we are going to do? We have taken these lemon seeds. Basically, I should not use this. Essentially, I need something to create a hole and put them inside. Now, you'll see one thing. I'll tell you one observation that I want to tell you. Did you see the sarso seed? And did you see the methi seed and the lemon seed? There's a difference in the size, right? And this difference in size also guides us how deep the seed needs to be. Like, the mango seed, you've seen mango seed, right? It's huge. You have to put it much deeper than this. So the size of the seed is always an indicator how deep it will go inside the soil. So I'm just okay. Lemon is done. Microgreen. And the kit. Now I think some people came late and they don't know what the kit ka thing is. So now let's see. Any questions? But before I go to questions, let me just recap once. Here we have put onion just touching this bottom surface, touching water. That's it. It should just, what they say, kiss the water. Otherwise it will start rotting. Just kiss the water. I've used these 3 nails. You can use 3 toothpicks to support it there. Then we did sarson seeds or rye and methi seeds. You can either put them in coco peat in a soil, ferment, put the seeds, very small, very thin layer of coco peat on top of it, tap it down, moist it well, or you put a napkin, put the seeds on it, moist it thoroughly, and put both of them in a dark place. Okay, either method, put them in a dark place. Okay. The third thing is very simple. Take a small, any small container. It can be paper cup. It can be eggshell. People do it in eggshells also. You can take the egg carton, egg tray, and you can put it in there, or you can take these any other smaller containers for chutney or things like that that you might get. Put some soil in it, make a hole at the bottom, take out lemon seeds, use the lemon, don't throw the lemon, use the lemon, and put the seeds inside, almost like I would say 5 mm or so. Again, this will also go in dark space. We have to ensure that they remain moist. How long will it take to show results? Lemon, I'll tell you, before your lockdown is over, you'll see leaves and you'll be transferring it into a bigger pot. Next week, you'll be eating these. Yeah, next week we'll be eating these, and it's amazing. If you have no idea how to cook it, basically you don't have to cook it. Whatever you are eating, put in it, and you love the flavor. You know that mustard sauce? These mustard, this mustard microgreen has that tinge to it, that kick. It's amazing. You can put it on anything, and your kids are going to love this. And please do this. If you have kids, please do this, because this we can use again in a week, its growth, to do something else, and then again, and then again. So thank you so much. I had no clue of time. I don't know at what stage we are in. And let me see. Okay, 40 new messages, participants, attendees. Okay, are there any questions? How do we take questions? Okay, there are questions in webinar chat. All seeds in the dark. Yes. Okay, I can see questions. How often should these be watered? They need to remain moist. Okay. So, like if you put it in a napkin, you'll have to water it more. If you put it in coco peat or in this soil, you'll have to water it less, like maybe once a day, or in 2 days once. You'll have to just see, depending upon where do you keep it in dark. If you like put it absolutely inside a kitchen cabinet, then the evaporation will be less. So they should, right now, what it feels like, it should continue to feel like that most of the time. That's the idea. I've used coco peat for lemon seeds. Is that okay? That's okay. That's okay. But just this is Radhika. So Radhika, just make sure that when I give updates, you might have to move a bit sooner to the bigger pot, right? Because the moment it starts rooting. So we have to understand one thing. So we'll also be doing cuttings. And cuttings, people do it in sand. Why do they do it in sand? Because if the plant is not able to find nutrition, the roots are going to grow faster in search of nutrition. So that's why when the roots grow, before the plant dies, we move it to something nutritious. The same thing here with the seed. If there's some nutrition there, then when the roots come out, we can still delay it by a week. If there's no nutrition, no worries. Right now, as I said, the seed is surviving on its own. But the moment it comes out, once we see, and I'll tell you, now we have many seeds working with on how to identify once the seeds come out on what's happening with the plant. And accordingly, then we move it to the more nutritious space with light and everything. Did you moisten the lemon seeds? Yes, not the seeds. After I put them in, then I just sprayed the pot. Onion too? No, onion you can put anywhere. So actually, because this one is also for kids, I highly recommend you put it somewhere that they can see it daily. That's also one of the ideas. Oh, by the way, before people go, I just wanted to say, for tomorrow, I was thinking what we can do is we can do tomato, one thing, and for kids and adults both. I think for kids in general, get carrot, gajar leke aao. It'll be fun, right? And we can do cucumber. Cucumber, I'm telling you, so basically lemon and cucumber are going to be in a similar manner on how we are going to take out the seed and plant it. That's why let's do both of them together. That's what I thought. So today when I went to get my milk and grocery, I saw sabji wala and I was just looking at what I can grow, because rest of the sabjis I got, I mean, mostly I just need ginger. Please repeat what onion was for. I'm just going to tell you. Perfect 33 minutes. Well done. Thank you, Kavita. Can I see the video again? Absolutely, absolutely. We'll make sure something is happening. I have only cocoa peat, no soil. Can I use cocoa peat? Yes, yes, yes. Do that. We have to put lids immediately. No, no, not immediately. Take your time. Not an issue. Like I'm just doing it here. Now I'll sip my tea. I'll go. I'll do it in 1 hour. Mint is also okay. Mint we were growing from cutting, right? So that's a very different thing. In cutting, you have a risk of it getting spoiled. Is it okay if seeds are visible? It's okay. I mean, you don't have to go crazy about it, but cover most of them. Like I'll show you. In mine also, some of them are visible. Can you see? I don't know whether you can see or not because my screen is covered with your questions. Right? So on the top side where my thumb is, you can see some seeds. It doesn't matter. That much doesn't matter. Make a good layer. Don't space them out too much. Okay? Because here we are not growing. So see, in this, I have put 2 or 3, right? Because I'm going to transfer it. But I still need a healthy plant. I mean, for a long term. But if I was putting mustard seeds in here, I would have put, almost like 10, 15. Join late, having network issue. Hey, Sumakshi, thank you for coming. Actually, great to see you. I'm really happy that we are doing this. First of all, I'm going to put out a recording of this. We'll mail it to you. I think except for 4-5 people, most have given the mail ID also. We'll do it tomorrow also. What did I say? Carrot, cucumber, tomato. And whatever you have in mind that you would like to learn or share, or something that you would like us to do, cover, or talk about, things like that, just find a way. I don't know, Manoj or Kopal, just look at some way that we can get feedback sorted so that we can incorporate that. And the thing is, every day we will not be growing so many things, because after 3 to 5 days, the updates of these things will keep starting. The updates of these things will start. So what we are going to do now is, so 2 days, 3 days, we can do a couple of things. After that, we are going to do a concept and an update, a concept and an update. And that's what our Instagram is going to be. That's what our Facebook is going to be. Let's do full focus on this 21 days and growing. I think we'll get a herb garden. Can you imagine, like, I really want one thing. I just imagine sometimes that wouldn't it be crazy? Like someday people who have no clue about anything, they're like, why is everybody growing lemon? Like that's how we get new people inspired into gardening. When your friends who have no clue that you even garden, they start seeing, yeah, lemon uga raha hai, lemon uga raha hai, everybody is growing lemon. Why is everybody growing lemon? And then they realize it's easy, it's doable, and that's the thing. So just one thing I'm not happy with is, why am I not able to see everyone? I was told we'll be able to see 100 people at one time. What's missing? Okay, I can see Manoj. Acha, Manoj, I can see you.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Tomorrow we'll fix that. And thank you for coming, everyone. Any question, anything, please, I'll send you a mail. I'll send you a mail right away. Please fill that form for any questions or something, because otherwise it becomes difficult for me to respond. Also, let's do another thing. Share this on any social media that you have, because that's a great way to spread the word. That's a great way to get more people involved. And so thank you so much. There were like 130 of us who stayed 13 years. I think that's amazing. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.